you guys, this is Jasmine. I'm back with another video. Today I want to talk about Chance and how we found out that he had liver cancer. So finding out that Chance had liver cancer was the craziest thing that you could ever imagine. We went to his dad had came over. We were getting ready and getting dressed so that we could take Chance to his appointment. So his dad was getting him dressed and he was like, Jasmine, I need you to get in here right now and look at his stomach and tell me what these two knots on his stomach is. I'm like, okay. So I hurry up, I get in there, I look at those two knots. I have no idea what they are. I said, well, he has an appointment today, so when we go today, you can talk to the doctor and have the doctor look at it and tell us what these knots are. Okay, cool. So so we get to the hospital for the appointment. We get to telling the doctor, like, look at these knots. She didn't touch them, she didn't nothing. So we had to try to get her to touch them so she could look at them. She's like, oh, it's his ribs. So his dad's like, no, this is not his ribs. This is something more than his ribs, and I need you to tell me what this is. Well, it seems like it's his ribs. Well, it's not his ribs. So, after kind of convincing her that we needed to actually have her do a CAT scan, a CT scan, a MRI, whatever, we needed to actually tell her that that's what we wanted to get done. We needed something to be done so it could be looked at. So she ended up doing a regular ultrasound. So I asked her, can we do a stat, please? She said no. Chance can go to school. There ain't nothing wrong with Chance. Y'all could, y'all nurse that you guys got coming to the house for him is just a regular nurse. She's actually a babysitter. She's not really even doing anything that you guys need a nurse for. So she ended up not putting in stat, so we had to wait a week and a half for us to get an appointment. And then after we waited a week and a half for us to get an appointment, then she gonna tell us that we can go ahead and get the ultrasound. So we ended up getting the ultrasound. Then we had to wait another week and a half. So now it's 3 weeks plus for us to even get the results back. So then she called Chance's dad in a hurry. Oh my God, hurry up and get in here so that you can bring Chance into the hospital. It's an emergency, like right now. So I'm at work, he at work, so he gotta leave work, go pick up Chance. They call me while I'm at work, but they can't get to me because I'm in the building, and it's hard for them to be able to reach me inside of the building because sometimes my phone don't work at work in the building. So then they're like, oh my God. So my mom called me like, Jasmine, you need to leave work and go to the hospital. So I hurry up, I rush to the hospital, I get there, and then they got us at the hospital in a room, and then these doctors all come in, and it's like 4 different doctors from the oncology department, and the GI doctor that didn't want to do the ultrasound came in, and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I knew it was something wrong. We're like, no, you didn't. So Chance's dad like, no, you didn't. You didn't know nothing was going on. Don't sit up here and tell us that you knew something was going on because you didn't. So then after that, the oncology was like, we're going to have to do a biopsy on Chance to make sure that it is cancer. It looks like he has liver cancer on his liver, and we can see it. And we just got to be able to find out with this biopsy of how much of it is, and we're going to get the centimeters and be able to tell you guys how big it is, but it is definitely a tumor. So then while we're there, within the next 3 days, they went ahead, they did a biopsy on Chance. And they were able to confirm that it was cancer. They said that he fit the description of what a liver cancer patient would be experiencing. He fit the criteria. The criteria was that he was 23 weeks gestational age. He was born at 23, which is 5 months. He's a boy. and that he hasn't been eating any type of food, and he's been having a hard time with eating, and all of a sudden he just stopped eating and wouldn't take any, you know, type of food, milk, formula, anything. He just wasn't interested. So they ended up saying after they did the biopsy that they were going to set us an outside appointment for us to come into clinic, and they were going to go over us having to start chemotherapy with him. So then we started chemotherapy, and chemotherapy wasn't bad. I mean, it was hard on him and it was hard on us to be able to see that. I'm just like, I thought it was just crazy, like, that a 19-month-old baby could be diagnosed with, at the time he was only 15 months, and he was diagnosed with liver cancer. And, you know, we started going to treatments, and it was just a long process. So he ended up having to do 6 cycles of chemotherapy. We went once a week to the hospital, and, well, they would send us to clinic, and then every 3 weeks we would go into the hospital, and they would do some really strong chemo meds on him, and they would keep us in the hospital for 3 days so that they could monitor those medications that they were putting in him. And they were really strong meds. They would make him sick. He would throw up. He would just be an unhappy camper, and I totally understand why he was unhappy. And we were just unhappy because we had to go through that. And it was just sad to see my baby go through that. Like, haven't he been through enough? So what he was going through wasn't enough already, and now he's going through something else. Like, I just really couldn't believe that he was going through something else. I really was in disbelief, and I was really hurt to know that he had liver cancer. And at the time I found out that he had liver cancer, I found out that my dad had liver cancer and my grandmother all had liver cancer, all in the same month, all in the same week and a half. I found out that all 3 of them had liver cancer, had cancer. My grandmother had, she had ovarian cancer, and then within a year or so it spread it in through her body, and they were telling her how she only had 3 months to live. And then after that, you know, my dad called me talking about, they said he had throat cancer, and his cancer came back, and, you know, he's dealing with his cancer now. And then Chance dealing with cancer. And then, you know, it's just crazy to see, like, my whole family, like, to be going through that all at one time just seemed like so much for us as a family and as a whole. And I really wanted to tell them what was going on with Chance, because they were having their own issues going on with themselves, and I wanted to share with them, but I didn't know how to share with them. And then they didn't want to share with me what was going on, because with each of their situations, because Chance was going through his situation, you know. So I mean, we just kept praying about it, and we're continuing to pray to this day about his liver cancer. And so, you know, we dealt with that for about 4 months. I'm gonna say about maybe 5 months, we dealt with his liver cancer. And then the doctor called us one day and said, you know, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to remove his cancer. We're gonna bring him in to surgery, and we try to remove this cancer up out of him. If we can get this up out of him, we'll be on a good road, a good journey. So I was all for it, like, come on, let's do it. Let's try to remove his cancer. That'll really be, you know, something that he needs to get removed and needs to get, you know, done. So we end up going in to the hospital, and they end up telling us it was going to be a long surgery from 6 to 8 hours. And we said it, and we waited, and we were nervous, and we were scared, and by the grace of God, they were able to get all of that liver cancer up out of him. So my child right now is cancer free. Thank the Lord. This mess ain't never coming back, and I can tell you that. I know in my heart that what he done been through, this ain't coming back. This right here is a childhood cancer that he going through. He ain't gonna never get it again. It's a hepatoblastoma is what they actually diagnosed the cancer to actually be of the liver. The type of cancer was a hepatoblastoma, and he will never ever have to go through that again. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But from here on out, every video that I post from here on out, I want it to be some good, happy things that I'm posting for you guys. We gonna start a brand new journey off of me posting all good things to tell y'all, all good, nice, good videos. We're gonna do some mocha bangs. We're gonna do some, you know, some all kind of other stuff. We're gonna do some try on hauls. We're gonna do all kind of stuff. We're gonna do some family stuff, us going out to eat, us hanging out, you know, you guys getting to see how Chance is getting bigger and growing. And we're just gonna do a whole lot of things that don't have nothing to do with this bad stuff that I've been out here, you know, going over and I'm telling y'all about. This is the last video I want to post of him going through this bad stuff. Everything else from here on out, we start new beginning. It's gonna be some good stuff of him getting bigger and him playing and us doing all kind of fun stuff. So I want to thank you guys all for, you know, watching these past couple videos I put out. And I just hope that you all like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, y'all get on there and y'all spam the comment section. I'll get back to everybody. And I hope to see you guys soon in the next video. Hopefully it'll definitely be soon, because I'm trying to post out here once a week for you guys so that you guys can get a feel for what's going on in our life. You guys have a wonderful day. You guys take care. I'm here in Southern California. You guys take care. Bye.